Hello and welcome to the 2022-23 school year. My name is Amy Reed and I teach AP Physics 1 and Honors Algebra 2 at Shawnee Mission South High School. This video is to help you with back to school night. So some of you are able to come to back to school night and that's great. Some people are not able to. So if you're not able to come, you are able to watch this video and go through everything, learn everything we would have learned at back to school night. So in this video, I'm going to go through the information I have on a PowerPoint. So welcome to Physics and Math at Shawnee Mission South. Welcome to the video version of Back to School Night. A little bit about myself. This is a picture of me with my family. We have spent the summer trying to get our son ready to send off, and we sent him off to Alabama this year. So this is a picture of us in his dorm room. You can't tell from the picture, but it's very nicely decorated, just does not have any posters in it. So that's been consuming my summer. As many of you who've sent students away to college before, you know it can just tend to overtake everything that one summer before they go. A little bit more about me. I went to Shawnee Mission Schools K through 12. I went to KU. When I was at KU, I had a variety of majors, as many of us did, and landed on majoring in English education, minoring in math education. I also got a master's degree in education. And then a couple years ago, I decided to go ahead and get a physics certification as well. So I've taught in a variety of high schools, taught a variety of subjects, and currently here, I love it at South, and I'm teaching math and physics. A little bit what we do in Algebra 2. These are the topics that are covered. This is the Shawnee Mission School District curriculum, and we cover functions, linear functions, quadratic functions, polynomial functions, and all of these are a variety of levels of challenge. So the first couple of units are a lot of review, and then we start getting into some new things with matrices. Quadratics is also review, and then polynomials is completely new, and that is a real challenge for the students, that they have never seen these functions before, and it's more difficult than what they've experienced before. So that typically will come in end of November, right before final exams. And then also we start out second semester with some difficult new content as well, rational expressions, rational functions, and as well as radicals and radical expressions and radical functions. But the two most difficult ones are the polynomials and the rationals. That is where you will see grades drop a little bit. And the good news is in semester 1, we have all that buffer ahead of time. So hopefully they're going on into that unit with a strong grade. That grade is going to be a little more difficult. Second semester, it's a little bit harder because that's like the beginning of the semester and they're hit with this really tough material. But the good news here is we have the rest of the semester to sort of make up ground. So that's where we're going in this semester. And then how does the class work? Well, we have some things that we do in class. We have some things that we do at home. In class, we do lots of group activities. We review the notes and the concepts. We work on assignments in class. We work on portfolios, which is how I'm sort of checking their understanding. And we have quizzes and tests in class. And I'll talk more about portfolios here in just a second. And then at home, we do video notes. I create notes units of notes, packets by the unit. I do encourage the students to stay organized. Some of them do a better job than others. Also at home, some things that they need to do is if they fall behind, then they might have to get caught up at home. In other words, maybe we're working on some assignments in class and most people finish them, but there's a handful of people who don't finish it. Then those people who don't finish, they would need to catch up at home. And then also another major thing that we do at home is review. So most of the assignments are done in class, but the review is going to be done at home. And then portfolios are a way that I do checking for understanding. So I used to collect every single assignment and I would check notes every single day. And that got to be a lot of just paperwork and everything for me, but also mostly for the students. There were a lot of students who just had a hard time keeping track of every single day the assignments. And so what I've moved to is portfolios. And what I do then is I will give an assignment and I will assign the notes, but I'm not going to collect every single one. In fact, I won't collect hardly any. What I will do instead is I'll have these portfolios every couple of weeks. And on the portfolio, I will ask them general questions about, can you explain slope to me? How do you factor a quadratic expression? Just real vague, not vague, real general overarching concepts. I will also have some more specifics, like maybe I'll have an example and I'll say, this example was in your notes. Can you explain to me why the answer is 5 and it's not -5? Something like that. So they are related very closely to the assignments that we've done, to the notes that we've done, to the concepts that we are learning. It's just I'm not going to collect them every day. So the portfolios are the way that I check their understanding, and that will also help them keep on track because I know, as human nature, if the teacher's not going to collect it, you may not do it. But students have learned very quickly that even though I'm not collecting every assignment, if it shows up on the portfolio, you still need to learn the information. And of course, then it will show up on the quizzes and tests as well. But what I try to do is I try to have a portfolio about halfway through the unit to keep them on track, and then we'll have the quizzes and tests towards the end of the unit. Please contact me if you have any other questions. If you want to set up an individual conference, we can do that via WebEx. To contact me initially, email is the best way. I do have a phone, but quite honestly, I don't even know what that phone number is, and I rarely check it. So email is a good way to get in contact with me, and then we can do a conference via WebEx, or if you want to come in, we can do that as well. So that's a little brief overview of the things that we do in Algebra 2 Honors.